Go.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is our Capital Outlay Committee meeting. Rick Sorcy should be getting here shortly. And we're going to take the roll. Jim.
I didn't bring a pen in. Can I borrow your ink pen?
I believe we have somebody that wants to speak tonight.
I don't know.
John, you want to speak? John, do you want to speak too?
Let me go get my ink pen.
We have a couple things on our agenda tonight. And, we got the roll call done? Just about? I called Rick. He should be here.
Rick was here.
He is somewhere.
His book's here, so he's not far.
Yeah. Let me find out where he's at. Oh, I know where he's at. He's at Stephanie's party.
Oh, no, but that was out front, so.
Oh, where you at? He's in the building still. What happened to Tim? Where'd Timmy go?
Go get a pen.
Oh.
Who's sitting here?
Jimmy.
Jimmy is.
Of course.
You want to sit where I'm at? You can sit where I'm at.
I'll sit right here.
Glad to see you, Mayor. Okay, the roll call's been taken. Everybody's here. Rick's coming. We need a motion to approve the agenda.
I need you to
Add.
add this if it's not on there.
That's what this is then. No, wait a minute.
I don't have a copy of the agenda. so-
This is what I got. You have a copy of the agenda now.
There you
Is that under the welcome signs?
No.
go. You can add E, line item E, if you would, please. This is a utility easement request from Duck River Electric. Just want you guys to look it over.
Okay, I've got that added as line item E under new business. The right of way for Duck River Electric.
I'd like to add something under new business too.
Okay,
I'd like to add, some landscaping approval to the courthouse. I think Rick will bring that up, so.
it'll be line item F, landscape approval for the courthouse.
The old courthouse?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Everybody got that?
Could I amend my little thing too, for just one little thing?
For the library sign request?
Yeah, I need to talk about the rendering for the mural. I just wanna update everybody on that.
I'm gonna put that as D1.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, everybody good with that? I need a motion to approve the amended agenda.
Motion to approve as amended.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Commissioner Frank Watkins and seconded by Jimmy, Commissioner Jimmy. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approved. So everybody read the last minutes that we had was the one from where we reviewed the drawings with Scott St. John. I've read over them. I know they were on they were posted, and I've not seen any problem with anything on it. So I need a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting, which was on the 26th.
I'll make a motion to approve the meetings from last meeting.
Motion made by Tim. Second.
I'll second them.
Second by Commissioner Jimmy Hollingsworth. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. We have any public comments? We don't have any public comments. Unfinished old business. I'll go ahead and speak about, if you want me to, Jimmy, I'll go ahead and speak about the animal shelter. We are we have a full set of drawings that have been completed. We're looking at some cost savings on it. I'll say publicly, if anybody would like to donate to the animal shelter, we are taking donations still for our shelter. So the drawings are about to be finalized, and we are taking a look at some options on it. And that's probably as far as I need to go on that, right?
I think so.
And but it's coming along very well. An update on the courthouse on the square is still on the unfinished business, and I think that's about the lighting. Have y'all looked at that still? Are you still looking at that, Rick?
Yeah,
Lighting of it?
yeah.
Isn't this also involving a grant to do a bunch of upgrades?
That's a separate,
That's a
it's kind of a
separate
separate
issue.
issue.
Yeah.
We are looking into doing some lighting, I guess you would call it accent lighting, up on the building, different, like, just so we can accent the color of the building for different, awareness months and, you know, just overall appeal of the courthouse. We got brought up, probably previous meeting or the meeting before about the fountain, and we've done some work to the fountain. We got a new fountain head, and we put in some lighting to kind of just help the fountain display at night. We got some different settings that we can do, different colors. You know, sometimes we're asked for different awareness months to change the light on the cupola to a certain color. We can kind of do that with both the fountain and the cupola now.
I would like to say, if you hadn't seen it yet, it looks pretty good. I've had a bunch of compliments. It's up there, I think, 3 times last week, and a lot of people's talking about it. It looks good.
Yeah, we kind of got it to where it comes on at dark, and then it shut off, you know, early in the morning. But it's just gives us, like I said, just gives us the opportunity to kind of show it off a little bit, and hopefully when we get the building done, it'll kind of tie together.
Yep. Thank you. Anything else on the courthouse? I think we pretty well covered both of the items on that. New business. I guess we're ready for that. Rick, you want to give us your report on what you got?
Yeah, I just want to give a couple updates on some projects that we've been working on. These are some of the capital projects that we've been kind of in the works for this year. We did the Manchester roof skylight repair. We got that roof part done and sealed up. The sheriff's, I guess he calls it the motorcade garage. We've started pressure washing, cleaning it, and then we repaired the skylights and that one, and we hope next week to have it recoated and finished over the next week or two, depending on weather. And then same thing with the maintenance shop. Got it pressure washed and cleaned, and got the skylights repaired, and hopefully same thing in the next 2 weeks. We'll have it done and recoated. And again, both of those come with 12-year warranties, and once we get those done, they'll be on the same warranty as we have the library on. And then we're still in the process of getting the paperwork done for this roof, but it all fall under the kind of the same scope of. It's like an online thing, but it'll be all under the same warranty by the same company. So we're looking forward to that. The probation office, it's completed and they're in there now. The only thing we lack on it is we have a company coming in to do a key card on the door that we all looked at that we thought might be under a little bit of a safety issue.
Yep.
So
Okay.
they're coming hopefully next week.
They're gonna add it onto the system that's.
They're going to
already
add it
in.
on
Oh,
the
that's
system
good.
that's already in.
Who's doing that? PM?
No, it's security
Okay.
security
Yeah, I know
equipment.
who you're talking about.
Yeah. And basically it's just going to be adding on, that key card access to where you have to have a key card to get into that next hallway, which we feel like is
Yeah,
the biggest safety concern. We were not unable, they wouldn't let us put one in on the glass door to the outside because it is a fire exit. And so it has to be accessible for anybody can get out of there in case of emergency. It can't be a key card.
Good.
So, but we do have some cameras going in that'll help with the security of that little section there.
All right.
And then on the EMS building, we got most of their stuff back in. They got their radios done today or yesterday, and all we lack on it is just moving their few of their living items that they're using right now to in the extra thing that we built. We're just moving it next week. We're hoping to move them back in, and they'll be back in their spot. So, and then one thing we kind of overlooked at the courthouse, and I spoke to Jimmy about this. Another thing that hopefully I'll be able to do is the landscaping around the fountain itself. I think 2 years ago, I think maybe the sheriff's department, they came in and cut it all out and edged it out real nice and put in pea gravel and made it look really good. Well, at the time, the landscaping company Premier, they just would blow grass all over it every single time. It was going in the fountain, going into the gravel, and it kind of messed it all up. So, with Capital Outlay's permission, what I would like to do is take all that out and put new paper down and put in, basically it's rubber mulch, but it's kind of like what you see at playgrounds, but it's a really dark brown colored mulch, and it stays that color for, I think it's 20 years, maybe 25 years, and try to put more of an emphasis on, I'll do my best to talk with the landscapers about, let's keep the grass out of it and stay on top of it a little better. And I think it'll help make that little area right there. It's just, they've got the fountain and then some bushes and maybe a really nice park bench. And it's just that area right there.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and I'll do it all myself and I'll pay for it, and I just need permission to take basically what there's now is it's pea gravel, but it's underneath. You can't even see it. It's all grass has grown up over it so much where the crabgrass is taking it over. So.
And I did check with historical zoning, because anytime you do something up there, they got to be involved in it.
Mhm.
They said that wouldn't affect it, so
Okay.
we don't have to talk to them.
Okay. So we
That's
need
it.
do we have to have a motion then for him to go ahead and do that?
I think so.
We need a motion then for Rick to go ahead and proceed with cleaning that area up and getting it mulched back in.
I'll make a motion for Rick to start on the old courthouse landscape.
Motion's made for Rick to go ahead and landscape it at the courthouse and get that fixed around the fountain area.
Second.
Have a second. Thank you, Frank. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Next is any other reports? Seeing none. Mayor has a request for us, and I'm gonna turn it over to the mayor because I know what this is all about, and I agree with this thing, so I'm gonna let him explain it
It was
to you.
brought to my attention that previously, years gone by, there were, on the major thoroughfares entering Coffee County from other counties, there was a welcome to Coffee County signs. And I think it's a good idea. You can see posts sticking up, I think on 55, and the sign itself is rotted and gone. And it's because one of the sign companies that actually mentioned this to me said the reason those signs aren't there is because they chose that sandblasted redwood or something. It lasts a long time, but it don't last forever. So I just thought you guys, I will ask if you guys approve this moving forward, we probably should have, my opinion, we should have the sign companies here in the county bring us ideas, maybe a rough sketch of what they think this ought to look like, their ideas, and if we want to tweak their designs, and then probably put it out for a quote or get estimates. However you guys think it needs to be handled, but I like the idea.
I know before those signs, and the posts are still there, I know on several of them. Before those signs had, it had like the 92 Coffee County Girls State Champion sign up on it, and it had Tullahoma Baseball State Champion signs on it.
Mm-hmm.
We looking at putting that stuff back up?
You know, that's, those are all ideas to be thrown out. I would say visit all of those ideas.
I think it, I mean,
They do it in other counties and
Yeah.
cities, we see
They
it.
do. I've talked with the mayor about this. I don't know if any of y'all have talked to him about it, and I agree with what he's saying we need to have done. I believe that we ought to have the sign companies, both of them, or I know we have two here for sure. We have we have a third?
There may be a sign company in Tullahoma.
Well,
We
I would
probably
say
ought
we ought
to
to,
review
yeah,
that.
I know, yeah, we can
We ought
ask
to
him to.
review, give everybody a shot at it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's, I'd entertain a motion to be where we can proceed with getting the sign company, all three of them, or four, whatever it's over in Tullahoma. I know the Signorama and Cooks is all the same thing, so, we can get them and the ones that are here in Manchester and get them here at our next meeting and see if they'll,
I'd make a motion to recommend that they come talk to us about it, give us their ideas.
I'll second it.
motion made and seconded. Any other discussion on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, all approved.
We'll look up, I'll have Connie shoot emails out to all the sign companies to
Yeah.
tell them what we're looking for.
And if they want to go ahead and make a design, I ask her to go ahead and make a design and come and present it to us, and we'll take a look at them.
Yep.
I mean, I'd move it along a little faster, fine with me. All right, next thing is line item D, which is library requests. We're gonna go ahead and handle as D and then D1, if you don't mind.
This first stack is the minutes from our Manchester board meeting where they approved the amounts from our committed funds. This is a letter from our board chair, Miss Amanda, on why we're choosing this particular muralist. But we'll go back to, we'll start with the sign. Did y'all get the copies of what the sign was gonna look like?
Thank you.
Yes, it's back here.
And so that was under $5,000, so it doesn't need a particular bid. I'm talking about sign companies, good luck. I had to go out there personally to his office and get this, so. And then in the minutes, it was approved that we would spend the $4,075 for the sign.
Did you inquire with other sign companies?
I have throughout the year, and they don't ever get back to
Okay.
me. They don't, you know. So I just took it upon myself to go up there to Cook Signs and actually kind of demand that he take my business. But he was real nice about it, and he was right on it. You know, within a couple of days, he had this rendering out to me.
This is from Joel at Cook Me On, wasn't it? Did Joel Lawrence do this, or Lawson?
I don't know. Let's see.
I think it's Lawrence,
Yeah,
so,
Joel Lawrence.
yeah. And maybe he did that.
Yeah, Joel.
Okay.
we'd like permission to go ahead and proceed with this.
It's being under $5,000, you don't have to go any further but one bid. I mean, I know she's probably asked every one of them to come in.
Yeah, and it's
And look
committed
at it.
funds, this is
Right.
no taxpayer money involved.
So we need a motion to allow her to go ahead and proceed to get the sign installed or made and installed.
I'll make a motion for the proceed on the sign.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion approved.
And then the reason why I wanted to add that mural stuff is because the gentleman we wanna hire, it has like 30, 40 years experience. He's well-known through the state, he's well-known across the country. Part of his rendering process is that we pay for the rendering up front, but then when we proceed with the project, that's part of the cost of the project, so there won't, there'll be more when he actually goes to do the mural, but right now, we need the 10,000 to present to him when he comes on the 16th to talk about what we want, what we're looking for, to actually get down to the business of doing an actual rendering that we can bring to the capital outlay when he's through with that. And once again, we tried to contact many people to do the mural. And we had 3 people show up. One was not gonna charge us anything, and the other one didn't really give us a price. And those two, I'm not trying to disparage them, I'm just saying that their professionalism is not what we were looking for or what we are looking for. This man does such great work, and so Miss Amanda wrote a letter as a board chair. I've already given the purchase orders to Stephanie, and but we'll need that to get the renderings for us to all really look at it and see before, because you can't look at something and approve it if we don't have it, so that's what we're working on right now.
And what's the price of the renderings right now?
Of the rendering?
Yes.
It's $10,000.
Just for the mock-up? Just
Mhm.
Wow.
But of course, that does go to the final cost. It's, if it doesn't take 10,000, then, whatever. I don't know how he does that. I shouldn't speak out of turn. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of 3D drawings, where we're able to, we don't want this here, we want it over here, and he'll be able to, render it, and then we'll get to look at it and go from there. And I've already given the minutes and the letter from Miss Amanda to Stephanie also.
So you just need a motion from us to approve it, to send it on to where you can get them to start it then.
Yes, please.
I'd like to ask, 'cause this is gonna require taxpayer spending.
No, it's
It's,
committed funds.
so
from
you
the
guys have the money, is what
Yes,
you're
we
saying?
have the money.
Okay.
That's what I understood too.
Yeah, we just wanna get your approval, so we're all got our ducks in a row. and
Yep.
I don't wanna spend that money and then come back and y'all say, well, you never asked me. So, but,
What are
Yeah,
they,
we
and they're
meet
putting
with
this
you
on,
on-
they putting this on the building, right? Is this going on the building?
The mural, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it will, you know, we will bring it to y'all and everybody have a say and, you know,
I have no problem making a motion. I mean, it's committed library funds. I'll make a motion that we approve it.
I'll second.
Got a motion made and seconded. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye. All right, that's approved.
thank y'all so much.
Next is line item E, which is utility easement for Duck River Electric. I think I've got the only paperwork right here in my hand. Is that correct, Mayor?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you right quick where it is, save you a little bit of viewing. If you go into Coffee County's Industrial Park, 41 South, turn right onto Volunteer Parkway at the red light. The very first street to the right is Volunteer Court. Goes up to the corner where you would turn to go to the transfer station in the backside of the jail. The last business or entity on Volunteer Court before you get to the transfer station is Southeastern Vending. And their building currently is only serviced by single-phase current, and they would like to upgrade their electrical to three-phase.
yeah.
So Duck River's gonna pull a line right down the tree line that sort of parallels Jailhouse County Jail Lane, it's called. And it won't affect anything regarding the jail operations that I can see. Frank, you're looking at it on satellite view. Do you see where I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those.
It's that very last business right there before.
That's
the turn.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And
There
there's
on the
a
right, on the corner?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm with you.
and there's a power pole on Jailhouse Lane, I think, to service the transfer station. And they'll pull off of that and just go straight down to this building. So they just, you know, it's one of those things, standard procedure. They have to get an easement if they're pulling the line across property, and it is going to be Coffee County property that they pull the line across, but it's real close to the property line as well, joining the industrial park.
Correct. I'm good.
Make a motion to approve the easement.
Had a motion made. Mr. Frank?
I'll second.
Tim is seconded. Any more discussion on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you, guys.
Now, do you have to sign this one?
Yeah.
Don't you?
And then
Okay.
I'll give it
You
back
pass
to
that on and.
Duck River Lake.
Okay. Our last item on our agenda is line item F, landscape approval for the courthouse.
I think we've already discussed
We've
that.
already discussed that.
Yeah.
Huh? We jumped there a little bit. Okay, we've already done that, and that's
Well, I
been
probably wasn't
approved.
here when you guys added it to the agenda, so that's probably why.
My fault.
No, I was late.
Okay, so we're done with all new business, I believe, and we're ready to set their date for our next meeting, which will be in October. Gosh. shoot. The 3rd. Everybody good with October the 3rd, 4 o'clock?
Yes.
October the 3rd, 4 o'clock. Okay. Last thing on the agenda is,
Motion to adjourn.
we got a motion made to adjourn.
Second.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion approved. Thank you all so much.